messenger, Curtis. Just simple question: what worked so well today for you in the passing game?
It just we just had a lot of good concepts going, and everyone was just open. And we executed well on offense. We knew that it was going to be we were going to have to score a lot, and so we didn't take the foot off the gas, and we kept going. Just things were open.
Aiden Crowley, WAB. Curtis, obviously, that record that you just broke, how does that feel individually to have your name kind of cemented?
Yeah, it feels much better that we won. But yeah, it's a great honor. I'm glad, like I said, we won, and that we can celebrate that for real. But yeah, just attest to these guys as well, because they were part of that, and without them, I wouldn't have the record. So yeah, it means a lot, and yeah, thanks.
Molly Burchard, The Post. This can be for anybody. You guys had 692 total yards on offense today. How were you able to bounce back after struggling offensively the past 2 weeks?
I mean, execute. That's what we was working on all week. The game plan really was just to go in and just do everything that we've been working on since day 3, day 2 of fall camp. So we just got back out there and got back to the basics and made it work.
Jacoby, was that last play, that last touchdown specifically like made up for you, and how confident were you when the ball's in the air that you're going to come down with it?
10 out of 10 confidence. I feel like, playing this game, I've been playing since I was 5. So, I rep running fade balls with Curtis since I've been here. So it really was just, going out there and executing like I said, and that's what we did.
And I guess just to follow up, Curtis, how much trust did you have in that play when it was first drawn?
Yeah, well, it was kind of just we actually didn't run the play. I kind of just told him, go score kind of thing. But it was kind of just, I knew he wanted the ball, and I knew that he could catch the ball, and I knew I could put it there. And so it was kind of just one of those things where we're on the same page, go up there and win the game.
You guys were up obviously big. They came back, stormed back. They take the lead. What was that like on the sideline? And then how well were you guys able to fight? And what is that as like kind of a testament to this team?
Yeah, well, I didn't really play a whole lot in the fourth quarter, as you guys may have known. But I think our guys. I mean, we prepare for those situations all the time in practice. We do clock 7-on-7 and those types of things that can just get the ball down the field in time crunch situations. And I think we executed it just how we did in practice, and it worked. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go along in saying that we're confident in ourselves and in the fact that our offense can score points and move the ball. And so, we love, if we got some stops, but there's some games that are going to be like this, and we got to be able to go out there and put up a lot of points. Just like the defense does in other games where the offense is struggling. So,
how important is it kind of just to get this win, move back to 500, especially with MAC play starting next week? If anyone can answer.
I think it's tremendously important. It's really good. We've got some momentum rolling into conference play. That's one thing that kind of makes or breaks our team, I feel like, is how confident we are in ourselves. We always say Ohio doesn't beat Ohio, and I think we're heading in the right direction for sure.
What a game. I couldn't be prouder of the football team. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. One thing for certain through 4 games is this team has got fight. I challenged them at halftime while the stats were split doing adjustments. Usually it's at the end. I just thought we did a couple things out of character in the first half that needed to get addressed with the group. It took it well. And then as we left the halftime, hey, who's going to be the first team to flinch? And our guys kept fighting. You can talk special teams, huge play. Curtis, huge play. I know you have questions. And then we got some stops and got to the quarterback and harassed him in those last 2 drives. So unbelievable game at home with another outstanding crowd here on campus, and 1 game at a time outfit. And we were 1-0 after today.
We're opening the floor to questions. Please introduce yourself before you ask.
Eric Decker with the Athens Messenger. Coach, you were talking all week about how you knew you were going to have to put up points on the board to be able to win this week. Your offense ended up having points in 7 of 11 drives. So how satisfied are you guys with the efficiency of the offense?
I thought we were on schedule for the most part the entire game. The first 2 drives were operated beautifully. Great call, I thought, by the guys on offense on the pass to Tyler Foster. Overcame some penalties on the field goal drive. Okay, I think we had a couple of holdings maybe. We were going backwards and I had to settle for a field goal to get to 17. And then halftime, Kurt Daniker played. I thought it was evident in the running game in the first half. Didn't play the second half. All right, Coach Rudolph had to shuffle some guys around as far as personnel. Had some really good adjustments to what they're doing. They did some things differently on defense, but we were able to keep pressure on their offense. They had to keep going because we were within striking distance. So all in all, offensively, obviously you don't have the numbers that we did without being. You can say it was great. So.
Coach, you mentioned Aiden Crowley, WAB. You mentioned the running game. Sia Bangura came out today with a brace on his ankle. Just give an update on him. What's his status? And then you mentioned Julian by Mac Play.
Monday will be better. I can give you better detail. Both are. I know CA is going to be day to day. Julian, I can't speak to. I do know that he is out of the boot and doing exercises. We should be close. I did say that what you said about by Mac Play. That's our goal, but I can give you an update on that Monday if it's fair.
Maria Vanessa, WAB. You talked a little bit about those, but who really stepped up is Nolan. Just talk a little bit about his performance for the run game.
Outstanding. 2 weeks in a row. I mentioned him last week. Was a warrior in the second half against Iowa State. Got his first career start tonight and was solid. I thought really physical inside. Curtis got the ball to him on check downs. Got north and south. There's a lot of good things. The pass pro stuff, I got to see the film, but all in all, I just saw Nolan walking up here, and I couldn't be happier for him. Tyler Toledo got in the game first time all year. Got a touchdown, I believe, in the first half. So you saw Jake Netherton. I might have to mention him. We'll see where he's at, but he gave us some more speed out there at the running back's position.
You mentioned it already a little bit, but what did you just think of the defense's performance, specifically the last 2 drives after the fumbles, to be able to keep them in the game?
The glass is half full, right? And for their game plan, boundary safety, they exposed us on some things. Double moved us. We talked about it at halftime. They got us again. We've got to be better in that area. The last 2 drives, I thought great adjustments. Torrey Cox at safety had a couple big plays for the third straight week. I'm saying his name. He is just really, really playing at a high level. And, again, Justin Burchett did some good things out there. And he was going to be play-by-play or, minute by minute with what he's going through. He got a bruise, but he showed some tremendous toughness today. Those 2 guys are our best cover guys. I thought, again, Coach Nowinski and his staff getting Torrey at safety, particularly those 2 drives, was you could say the difference. I know the offense scored, but you could say could be the difference in us getting some stops.
Will Cunningham Post. This was the second time this year that your opponents have had a drive to go down the field, win the game in the last minute or so, and both times your defense has stepped up and made the stop. What does it say about them that even though they've allowed some high point totals, when the game gets into those big time situations, they've stepped up and made the stops? Yeah, I just,
a team of over believers, and these guys just don't quit. And I could not be prouder. I told the team right here in this room with all the doors open, and I challenged them on Wednesday, and I repeated it today. As a football team and how we are operating off the field is and best I've ever been around. Our fishbowl, you read the self-help books, our fishbowl is as clean and clear as it possibly can be. I could not be prouder of a group as far as, nobody's on a list. You got a few things. And I challenge them, look, we've got to take that and get it on the field and clean some things up and challenge them. You're doing things right. It's got to start showing how we play the game. And I challenged him on Wednesday, mentioned it to him at halftime, and our guys are, I think, starting to see the total picture, doing their job, but understanding why, particularly with Torrey, for him to go to play safety, he's not just playing corner. He's understanding the total picture. And I'm excited about that.
Well, Richard, the post was the decision to go for 2 after that touchdown when you guys were down by 11.
Brian Smith was dead on it. That's what we're doing. And so, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. I didn't mean. I apologize. But we thought it was incomplete. First down on the penalty. We had him over. They were reviewing it, and I was in the huddle. And hey, we're scoring on this drive. We're going to go for 2. So put the ball in the right middle. All right, and we'll get the play to you. So everybody was all calm, and it came back as a catch by Tyler. And the guys knew it, and it was executed very well.
We just got done speaking with Curtis. We asked him about that last touchdown pass, and he said a little bit was him just calling that. He said it was kind of a feel thing for him. How much confidence do you have him in those situations?
A lot, because he did it quite a few times today. Again, without giving numbers, I think it was 0. I just know it was man coverage. He saw it and changed the play at line of scrimmage, and he's done that. Last year, he's done it a few times this year, and one penalty, delay game. They had the same coverage on, and we just didn't get it snapped. But I'll repeat myself with Curtis. He's doing those things at much quicker pace and at a very high level right now. With his development from last year, getting to play the whole season, and where he is now, you're seeing it. So I will sleep very well tonight.